Welcome, welcome to another night of hell. Now you welcome to Watching with Styles. I am blessed to be doing this again. Um, I know it seems like I shouldn't be enjoy doing this, but I actually do. Um, so I am glad that the few that are here, and I don't know y'all because I know I'm still trying to figure this Twitch thing out. It looks like I'm looking at my Twitch feed. It looks like the video is showing today. Let's see how long it lasts. Um, we shall see how this goes. This is going to be obviously a little quicker because the game went by quicker. Oh, Wildcat, yes! Yes! It is freaking working. I don't know, man. I put the secret sauce on and the video is showing. Let's cross our fingers and hope it stays that way. But I know if you watch yesterday, I believe this. And I know I'm an optimist, but I really believe that this score should have been 28-17 at half. I really do. No doubt about it. You cannot take me off of that pedestal. We scored once. We had wide open tight end on fourth and whatever. And then we got the INT and we missed Dane Key and we should have had a field goal. And that's how I get 17 for y'all who didn't watch yesterday. And then we come out second half and put together a pretty good drive. Unfortunately, the defense couldn't bag it up. Now, here's the crazy thing for me as I continue to read Twitter is there is a growing, when things are not going well, there is a growing perception that the way we lost is the problem. It doesn't matter, in my opinion. You lose. Period. Some people say losing a close game is worse than being blown out. It doesn't matter to me. When you lose, you lose. It's an L in the column. I don't care if you lose by 1, you lose by 100. Doesn't matter to me. It doesn't make me feel good that, oh, we only lost to Bama by 10 points. No. But I've noticed that's a growing sentiment around BBN. Again, new listeners, new followers, new watchers, however you want to say it. Apparently, Wildcat just said that I am live on Twitch and it's working. And I can verify that. So if you want to interact and you're not on YouTube, you can follow me on Twitch too. So then you can cancel the Twitter deal. Just follow me on Twitch and not have to listen and watch on Twitter, which I'm sure that was probably a little delay. Now, as I'm just telling y'all, I'm trying to be transparent. It says my bit rate is unstable on Twitch. I wonder if that's why it goes out. Maybe I'm not, the bandwidth or something isn't great enough. Kind of interesting because I don't have that issue on the other ones, but we'll see. So let's get into the film. I think I can get you out of here in an hour. So first drive. And I say that, guys, I say that a lot and it still takes 2 hours. But, great thing about this, you can always watch later. Come out. This is something that is starting to worry me a little bit more with Devin Leary. Starting to worry me a little bit more with him. is his want to eye down one receiver. That's not good. We can't eye down one receiver. First of all, it brings the secondary into play. Because if you playing zone and eyes on quarterback, you're going to get more eyes over there. You're going to get more bodies to go over there. And that's not something as a quarterback you want. He looks, I think, this Tay Robinson down the whole time. He never comes off of him. All right? And what that does, that brings this guy into play, whom he doesn't see. That's a problem. That could be a house call. All right? Now, I do understand that we're only releasing three guys out of the backfield. And I really can't tell. But I'm going to say this. Just go with me with this. And guys, like I don't always say, I used to say it in the past, I need to start saying it more. I'm not at Joe Kraft Center. I don't know what the play is called. I really don't know the concept. I really don't know who they're trying to attack. What if it's single high safety, split safety? I don't know that. All I'm pointing out is what I see. So this is what I see. So there's 4 DBs. That's 1, 2, 3, there's 4. Right? And I think there's one back in here. So that's 5 that we don't see, right? They in nickel. So then they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the box. Okay. So now, watch what I'm about to say. This safety comes down because he probably has that guy. Okay. So he's got tight end. Probably. Just guessing. When he comes in motion, Kool-Aid has him. Just guessing. Right? And they have 7 in the box. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's probably some guy over here. Right? Who is open? Because they are doubling him. And then there's a safety probably back here that's helping with Kool-Aid. So Barry Brown is covered. And then Ray Davis is covered. Why are you throwing the coverage? Just throw the ball away. Like, this is not a win. Right? It's not a win. Because I guarantee you there's a safety over here. Sometimes you just have to throw the ball away. That is a no-no. That can get your receiver killed and it can get an interception. And we don't want that. Like I said in the cut-up, with the way Alabama plays, I think we need to see a little more of that. Now, I'm not saying 20 more passes, just a little more to make them respected. Also can slow down the pass rush. Now, this is great, man. You can see from the end zone cut that once there's such a soft spot with Alabama between the receivers when you let them get down the field. Because these guys are playing in coverage and they are pretty good in their coverage drops. So when the quarterback drops back, they have to drop back because they have to defend zones, right? Which we as a defense don't do well as linebackers for the most part. Flat, curl, hook, and the same thing on the other side. They are defending the hooks. So they have to get depth because there's no action in front of them. If there's no action in front of them, there's obviously somebody behind you. So you keep dropping to at least 10 yards probably. So because of that, it creates a void between the line of scrimmage and Ray Davis. And we ran it to perfection, and we get a good screen, we get a first down. They get some positive mojo going. Devin is it's interesting that at the beginning of the year, I used to rave about his pocket presence. I used to rave about it. That pocket presence is off the chain. It's much better than Will Levis. Now it's starting to suffer. Right? There's nobody at his feet. Ray Davis does a good job of running around the horn. We got to help him out by climbing the pocket a little bit. Watch. Climb the pocket. Climb the pocket here. Then you can manipulate the pocket and shuffle to the right because this side is locked down. Right? But like I said in the cut up, even if he did that, ain't nobody open. There is absolutely no one open. Where is there anybody open? Somebody tell me. Covered. Covered. They about to pass him off. Covered. Covered. Like, even if he stepped up in the pocket, right? But this is to me why you step up in the pocket. If you step up in the pocket, you can run and get something out of it. That's the advantage of stepping in the pocket. But there is no one open downfield. Zero. That's how you throw the ball away. Give yourself the little to see another down. I'm still trying to get a beat on this. It's not like his delivery is low. It's just he's short. He's height challenged, which I was height challenged, so I will never talk down on someone that's height challenged. But that's just hard, man, because he does have a chance with Tay, right? That's a chance. But he also has a chance here. Not saying that that's who he should have thrown to, but there comes a time where you can't throw through hands. We might can get that and get a couple yards out of that. And here's the thing. Here's the hardest thing as a quarterback. Like yesterday I showed where Milroe had a tight end open and he threw the ball down the field. Quarterbacks hate this. But you got to take it, though. And for me, I wouldn't take this as my first option. I would take that as second or third. And you look here, it's not totally thing. And you might go here, but then you got to go there. That's the safety valve. He's there for a reason. Lake Dog says, but if he's this, yeah, but here's the deal, Lake Dog. Here's the deal. Those guys are getting some of their pass blocked down too. There's really, honestly, there's a skill set. Drew Brees is probably the best at finding windows, right? But in order to find a window, Lake Dog, did I put the second half cut-ups up? I don't think I did. I know I did the first. I'm going to have to do that again. I don't think I did, man. Apologize in advance. I got to do it for you, Lake Dog. You've been with me for a long time, so I know you're not on Twitter, so I got to hook you up, brother. So I will get you after the show again. So there is a skill set, and it's very hard to do it, but you have to know where you want to throw, and you have to create a window. And that window might mean you have to slide. That might mean you have to get on your toes. There's a lot to it. And that's a skill set. So, and maybe a lot of 6-1 run quarterbacks, they move a little bit more because they know they have to escape the pocket. I appreciate that Lake Dog. Lake Dog said he shares my stuff with other people. That helps me out. I appreciate it. I don't even know why I said it helps me out, because I don't know how it helps me out. Because there's no helping me out, because I'm just doing it for you guys. Doing it for the folks. And it's therapy for me, as I used to say in the past. I don't think people understand how much doing this actually helps me. All right, y'all. They bring 6. And when they bring 6, they get there. Right? They get there. Them guys are coming. Here's the bad part about it. There's no one open. There's no one open. Name a guy who's open. We run into guys. We don't stem well. I'm just talking, I'm not showing. Let me show. He's not open. He's not open. He's not open. He's not open. Just watch. Where's the separation? Where's the separation? Where's the separation? And I know I talk about this a lot if you watch me at time. And I'm just going to, there's no threatening somebody's leverage. And that's the problem. But there's no one open. We were fortunate. Just look at it. Now, I don't know what Burton was doing, ducking his head. That I know Yenster doesn't teach that technique. I know it. So that's why, for me, someone asked me, players or coach, I know. Look, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are coaches' days. They install, they inform you what you're going to run, they inform you what they do best and what they don't do well, all that stuff. I've read on Twitter too many times how great practice is. And I hear that because they say the head man charge, Stoops has said they have had a great week of practice. You know what? I have not heard that much from years in the past. I just have not. But I'm hearing that consistently this year. So that means that these guys are making those guys on the sideline feel good. But then when they come in this stadium or others, they don't perform. That's on them. I guarantee you there's no O-line coach that teaches you to do this. Guarantee it. All right? Guarantee it. So that's hard. The other thing is, no one is getting open. There is no one open. Look at it. That's not open. That's not open. That's not open. That's not open. Where are you going to throw as a quarterback? Someone's got to win a one-on-one battle. This is a 6-man blitz with a peel off because the running back left. So they got 5. They got a free safety free with man-to-man on the 4 guys running routes. And not one is semi-open. This is your best one. But that is a 5, 10, 15, 18-yard throw, and he is about 3 yards away. He better throw that damn thing perfectly on the sideline and low. And that's to a tight end. So your tight end is your best option. That's not good, y'all. Not good at all. That's pretty damn bad. So if y'all just tuning in, I'm going to throw this out a few times during the show, is if you're on Twitter, you can't interact. So there's 2 platforms that you can interact and ask questions like Wildcat and Lake Dog has. And that's on Twitch now, because finally that's working, and on YouTube. If you search on YouTube, you got to search Driving with Styles. That's the YouTube channel. And if you're on Twitch, it's vstyles17. So if you want to interact, ask questions, say I'm full of shit, say I'm doing a great job, whatever it is, you go on Twitch or you go on YouTube, and then you'll be able to interact with me, and we can roll that way. That's just FYI. So we get a first down out of it. Now the O-line does a good job, but they only bring 4. And they play soft coverage because they're only playing 4. That's a joke, y'all. And Devin throws up a back shoulder fade. Boy, he is trusting. Great catch by Caddis, though. So now we're inside the 20. Now we're feeling good about ourselves. And we unleash a freaking dot. And we drop it. We drop it. So I just showed you the, 2 or 3 plays where we couldn't get open a man-to-man. Well, now they play zone, and now we scheme them open. Now, I'm not sure what the route is. I'm not sure if he clears out, he comes underneath in a wheel route, because I don't have all 22, or he comes shallow, he comes deeper, and we run the wheel route. What we're trying to do is to force everybody to squeeze on these in routes and bring the wheel right behind it, the wheel route. And we do a good job of it. And he throws a dot. Because this guy was trying to probably play in between him, and he reacted on the ball. If the ball is thrown perfectly, then this guy will break it up. Will does a great job of throwing it away from the DB on his back shoulder. And Demi does a great job of reacting, but he just drops it. I don't get this. Why do we want to throw to the tight end and running back side a lot this game? I really don't get it. When your route is right here, they running switch release for a team who loves to play match zone. He's open. This is your throw. And if you look at the timing, he should throw it right now. He should throw that ball right now. I don't get why he wants to throw to the short side of the field on this when you got a route that's coming in the middle. Now, I'm a proponent of throwing to the short side of the field, but I'm a proponent of throwing to that side of the field when you got receivers over here, not a tight end and a running back. That's just me. But he gets out of it, and he throws a dot to the guy. I think that's Tay Robinson, right? Or is that Dane? No, that is Dane. That should have been the guy he threw to right here. Watch. He should throw the ball right now. He should throw that ball right there, right now. Or he could have thrown it right there, right now. But he wants to throw it to that one. And I don't get it. All right? Even if he's looking over there, Ray Davis, he can get it to him. Now, we are fortunate that he's an athlete. He got away from the blitz. And now Dane Keith finds open void. And we get close to a first down. We are too high as a center. Eli Cox's head is too high. We should be diving down like flags, like here. That's the same problem we have sometimes on the defensive line. We play too high. Now we run a good reverse to Barry Brown. We got to give Barry Brown the ball sometimes. That's what it seems like to me. We got to force feed him. We got to get him his carries or his touches, which is no problem. I have no problem giving the ball to Barry, to be honest with you. He's an explosive athlete. We need to find creative ways to give him the ball. We got to get him to run routes better. Untouched. This is a really good double team. Here, drives him down. This defensive lineman is stunting for some reason, and we just wash him away, and we are able to go straight up the gut. Pretty simple. Good job. So now, 28 to 14. I still think we left 10 points off the table. That looks pretty damn good. I am not saying we would win this game. But for the people who are for the moral victories, you might feel a little better about it. Because what it was, 49-21? Would you have felt better if it was 49-31? For me, no. I don't do that math. That still is a loss to me. So then the offense scores. Now defense, man. We got to put something together. Come up, shoot your shot. Come up, shoot your shot. Don't dive at ankles. He still gets 3 yards. Come up, shoot your shot, and let's live with that. Now, you got him on the ground. I'll take that. This is hard for a guy who's not in coverage all the time. Now, I'm going to say something. This is how I coach. All right. Like I said, I'm not sure the scheme, the principles that are instructed to the guys. I really don't. But this is what I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are. All right. You got 4-man route, right? 4-man route. You got trips backside. There's only one guy here. So what I tell my guys, if you're to the one receiver side, you hook them up. And what I mean by hook them up is you go find him and you play underneath him because you got a guy over the top. It's almost like we are bracketing him. Okay? Because sometimes, depending on the coverage, he might have to take in account number 3. Okay. So when, for me, if I'm going to hook him up on snap, I read pass. Right there, he read pass. So now my landmark is straight to him. See, now he probably has curled the flat. But since there's only one guy over here, there's in essence no curl to flat. It's just whatever route he runs. Right? So now I'm going to him. And if he curls up, I'm going to curl with him. It's almost like I'm playing a man. Once I identify that it's a pass, because I got a guy over the top. So I can play this aggressively because I'm not worried about anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because if, for example, if this guy goes across, we're going to pass it off from him to him. Now, if he always goes out to the flat, I'm going to say that this guy's probably going to run somebody off. So then you get to here and see he runs off, and then you stop and you look this way for a potential receiver. Because here's the deal. This is where playing football matters. Because you know if he's going vertical, there's probably somebody coming back across because they're trying to potentially, not saying always, not all route concepts are the same, that they're probably trying to open up a void here with this guy's route. It's the same way when a guy is leaving as a corner, there might be somebody coming back over. That's just like if there's a guy shallow, there's probably a guy deep. They're trying to make you go attack this one to throw over your head. So you got to, as a defense, give up underneath routes in zone to protect the big routes behind you. That's just, if you're playing offense anytime, there are every route concept, unless it's just a 2-man route, has levels. You have, wrong tool, y'all, my bad. Standard routes, cross with a dig and a post behind, or you have trips. Over here, you run shallow, flood route, boom, and you clear out. That's just, let me draw that better. That says on this side, you have a guy who runs a shallow, you have a guy who runs a deeper out, and you drive them off with a 9 route. That's just standardized flood route. You waggle. This is, every team has this route concept. Every single one, from Pee Wee to the NFL. Every team has some type of flood concept. Every one. That's just basic football. So there's levels. So no matter what you're doing, especially as a linebacker, right? If you see someone in here, there's probably someone back here. So keep your depth and play forward. When you see the front hand leads off the ball, you drive on the short route and limit it to 2, 3, 4-yard gain. You don't want the 15, the 20, the 30-yard gains behind you. That's the thought concepts behind zone. So that's why there are a lot of passes caught underneath. But for this one, since he has no other threat over here, he can play underneath man, so to speak, in my opinion. I'm not sure that's what everybody does, but that's how I like to play. I want to show you something, and then we'll compare it to Bama's next drive. Look how fucking high we are on the D line. Just look. We are too fucking high. Here's the deal. And then we get a double team. And once the double team leaves, we got to square back up. We got another lineman running by the ball, which is now creating an extra gap. And we got linebackers that's not shooting their gap. We got to go. We got to go. We have to go, man. We are standing around. Right? If you watch the other plays I talk about, this lineman is down the field. That's a run. Go. We got to go. We got to get our shoot our gaps. Unless we are two gap and stuff. So, we are playing, looks to me, don't understand why that happens. We are playing a 0 with a little bit of shade. We playing a 4 with a little bit of inside shade. It's not quite a 3 to me. And we're playing a 3. And we shift our linebackers this way. All right. So now, what gaps do we have? All right. So looks like we stun it this way. So he should have this A gap. He should have that gap. We already got that gap full and that gap, right? So if he has this gap full, pretty sure you got that gap. And I don't know if he is stalemating. So now you got C gap. And we are flowing and finding a fit, right? If he has that A gap, you got to come in here. I'm just guessing, y'all, but this is what I'm seeing, right? If he's going to get that gap, linebackers got this gap. We got to get there. What are we waiting on? There's nothing to wait on. He gets washed. Dion gets washed a little bit more this way than we want. And then this line is able to come off of this double team and get up to the linebacker. We're dead. We're dead to rights. Not very good, man. Now this is pretty well played by Fari with a TFL. Now we got to get off the downfield, y'all. It's hard to explain, but you don't want 4-play drives on defense. I know it sounds counterproductive or counterintuitive. You want 10-play drives. If you can't go 3 and out, the more plays, the more chances of you getting this kind of thing. Now we got a TFL. Now we got to get off the field. Now we got them behind the chains. This is when you got to get off the field. And it's 3rd down and long. It's 3rd and 12. Not only did we win on 1st down, we won on 2nd down. But now we pee down our leg yet again. This is just, I'm going to say this. Same coverage we ran early in the game when they scored a touchdown. Same coverage. So, I'm going to say this. We ran it in practice and it looked great. We ran the game, it was doo-doo. You might not be able to run this coverage. Now, I know there's other instances where we ran and we did it well. But right now, there's a principle in this that I don't get, that we are screwing up on. All right? This is the line of game. See, this is the marker. It's somewhere in there. That's the line of game. Okay? So if that's the line of game, right? And we would tell you drop to the sticks a yard or two behind. The yard of the game looks like it is on the, if this the 30, it's beyond the 30. Okay? So if you watch this, this is the 30-yard line. And it's beyond that. So as a defensive player, that is going to be a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 plus yard throw. 1/3 of 25 is 8. All right. So that means this is, and I know it sounds crazy, y'all, but if you think the game before the snap, you can get where your landmark is. If the landmark, if the ball is 3rd and 12, quarterback is probably going to set at about 5 yards from the line of scrimmage, maybe a little bit more. So it's 3rd and 12, so that's 3rd and 17 from a DB standpoint. 3rd and 17, he's probably going to take a couple step drop. So that's 3rd and 20. Okay? So now that's 3rd and 20. So for me, that means I can, in theory, get 7 yards on this side of the yard marker and still be able to make a break and stop the first down. That's what I'm thinking. Now, that doesn't mean I got to get that far, but I know it's 3rd and 20. I got the chance to get some depth. And if my eyes on the quarterback, I should be able to break at minimum 7 yards. Okay? So here's the concept. He's playing man. So he is X'd out. All right? We have this guy underneath, this guy underneath, this guy underneath, this guy underneath. So we got 4 guys underneath and 2 guys over the top. But it's trips this way with 1 guy here and he's been X. So all the action is going to come from this side of the field. Okay? So now, if it's 3rd and 12, I'm going to give up the longest throw. So we're going to X out this because, remember, he's man. So I'm going to give up this flat. So in theory, I only have 5 zones, right? Because he's playing man. So I only have 5 zones that I need to cover underneath, right? And for me, I'm going to give up the flat. So I should have somebody in the curl. I should have somebody in the hook. I should have somebody in the middle hook. I should have somebody in this curl. And we have it, right? Right now, we're in good shape. The distribution gets wonky right there. Now we got 2 guys on the damn hash, right? Now here's the part that's confusing to me. Since I got more than 140 seconds to talk about this. This is when you know what your teammate has, is when it helps you understand how to minimize getting beat. Okay? It's really just that simple. And I'm starting to realize some stuff. And maybe I'm an overthinker. But if, per se, right? If I know as a safety that this guy has deep third, this guy should be in a curl, this guy should be in a hook. All right. So in essence, all I'm really worried about is 2 and 3 off the bat. If they hook up, I got maybe worry about number one coming across the field. But I know I got help to outside the hash because this corner is playing deep quarters, per se. Okay? So now I got to worry about 2 and 3. So now they actually do a good job of jamming them close together. So now this is the part I get confused about. Is if he's supposed to drive that, and he's playing kind of a robber technique, right? If he's supposed to drive that, I as a safety know that I have to get over the other one. And if he sees he's number 2, I should be inside of him. Oh, that's just. So, I'm going to say this. I think Geiger settled down a little too much. Didn't continue to weave and stay inside of him. And this is why I say this. Is because we're not worried about him running a corner route per se, because we should have that corner on it. We should be fighting for inside leverage. Because I got a corner out there. Here's the deal, right? Separation. He's not wide open, but he's open enough. We don't get that from us enough. So, let me just tell you how it could have been ran differently that could have helped us. If he would have played zone, he would have kept dropping. He would have got underneath this route, and he could have helped on this. And a quarterback is reading that safety, and that corner could have made a play on that. This is 3rd and 12, y'all. This is what this. When you look at the game and not look at it from an emotional point, it is 28-14. We just scored. First drive of the second half. This is 3rd and 12. From I think it's like the 45-yard line. If we eliminate 3rd and 12, they have to punt. And it's 28-14. And Liam is in a rhythm now. He had a good series. You got away with a PI, a personal foul that extended the drive, but it's 28-14. And y'all know I think it should have been 24 instead of 14. These are the little things that we can't make against these type of teams. And we have done it all year. No, yeah, Brian, you're right. 3rd and 18, because we couldn't do 3rd and 17 either. 3rd and 12, man, is irresponsible of giving up. Now, here's what can happen in 3rd and 12. And this shit can happen, right? It's kind of like what we did on the damn screenplay, right? If we do our job as defense and we drop to the 30-plus yard line, everybody drops to the 30, about the 28-yard line. Everybody drops at least to the 28, all right? And we are covered at everything at the sticks and beyond. And they leak out a running back right here. Leak out a running back here. He catches on the move, and we miss a tackle. And he fights, and he gets a first down. That sucks. But it's understandable. Because we on defense did our job, got to our drop, made them throw underneath, and their athlete just made a play. I can live with that on occasion. I'll be like, well, we got to tackle better. But they have an athlete that just out-athlete us on that one play. But this is not a case of being out-athlete. This is a case of just not handling your principles in zone coverage. And I fucking hate it because zone defense is a damn good defense when all 11 are playing on a string like when you play zone defense in basketball. You know, it's kind of equivalent to how BBN complains that Cal doesn't run zone defense. A good zone defense, when everybody's on the string, is sound and solid. When the zone defense isn't sound and solid is when you have issues. And we are having issues because we are not sound. And I can't answer the question why. I don't know why. I wish I had that answer. This is a great job of doing your job on the perimeter. No one did anything to get us in trouble. They all stayed at home. When a quarterback came and tried to run, a little bit of, I call this is to me, I would have loved this playing quarterback. A little triple option, but it's a wide. No one got sucked in. The guys who were supposed to stay outside stayed outside. And we minimized this. Because a quarterback can become a magnet. It's 2 yard, 2.5 yard gain. That is perfection. Then we do that. What gaps? We just got 2 guys running into the back of your other teammate. And you know what happens? The running back goes right there. We got all gaps filled on this side. We got 2 guys in the same gap. And they run in a vacant one. Ugly. Ugly. Touchdown. So now, 35. Should be 24, but it's 35, 14. Look how much lower Alabama pass are than what our defensive line pass were in the last drive. That's just a little thing. And because his pass were low, he got under Cox or Horsey, I can't remember, and made a play. You cannot retreat out the back of the pocket. Climb the pocket and we got something. That don't mean we got something in the pass route. That just means we got something where you can escape. Right? This is O-line issue a little bit, but climb, manipulate the pocket. This side is doing pretty well. Watch. Manipulate the pocket. Manipulate the pocket. Manipulate the pocket. This shit over here is gone, dude. There is no one open over there. Stop looking over there. They're not going to magically appear to be open later. Let's check it out. Who's open? Who's open? Help me out. Who's open? Who's open? Right here. Who's open? No one. Climb the pocket. Buy some more time. And if no one's open, look at the distance. We can escape and run and get some positive going with your legs. I think Devin needs to start using his leg. No, Devin needs to start using his legs way more. Way more. Third forever, y'all. So now they get the ball inside our 40. Hard, y'all. All they need is 3 first downs. This is ugly, man. Unless I see some crazy, I'm just going to run it through because this is ugly. Ugly. Good job, Afari. Way to fight. That was a good job by JQ, too. Oh, now I did it. Ooh. I did this play in the cut-ups. I'm not going to talk about it more. We got to close the hip. We got to close to the hip. And like I say, I'm going to talk about this because I hear this shit a lot. So now here's the deal. This is why, to me, coaching to blame, they are always in the equation. Always in the equation. Always. They are not eliminated or they can't be blamed. Okay? But there's also a level when you get to this level and beyond, it's on you as a player. The higher you get up, the more it's on you as a player. At least in my viewpoint. Okay. Now watch this guy play man and watch this guy play man. It's two totally different. Watch Keaton Wade. He closes. Look, this is his guy. Not this one. Good eye discipline. He closes to the nearest hip and he tries to cut him off on the sideline. Right? Watch him. Cuts him off, makes contact, wheels around. He is in. You cannot play it better. Now watch the difference between him and Trevin Wallace. Trevin Wallace, instead of closing the gap here, he keeps it. Why is he not trying to close the gap? I wish I had an answer. Two guys on the same side of the field saying they're totally different. Oh, this is fucking this right here. And the reason why it pissed me off because I played this position. This is horse shit. Steven C., you're right. We didn't get a lot of pressure. We got pressure when we needed to. But let me show you something. He threw that ball in 2.3 seconds. He threw that ball in 2.3 seconds. You ain't going to get no pressure in 2.3 seconds. Now, there are other instances where he had more time, but we are also dropping 8 in coverage. Now, I will say this. Though. This is why it's hard to defend some stuff at some times. If you're going to drop 8 in coverage, you better fucking do your job to perfection. Because if you're only going to rush 3, he's going to have time. So you got to be on your shit on the back end if you're going to only rush 3. You got to be on it. You can't have any slip-ups. You cannot have any bust. Everybody's got to be on their shit. If they on their shit, there's nothing open except something short. Catch my drift. That's why you try to get the offense into 3rd and 7 or more. Because I'm going to force you to throw a 3 to 4 yard route, and we're going to rally because everybody's eyes are on the quarterback. You see the front hand comes off the ball. If it's a 5 yard route, but the quarterback on the hash, that's like more of like an 8 to 9 yard route. And you can be like 9 yards away. If we break, we can break at least get to 6, and then we can make a tackle because it's 3rd and 7. Those are the things. When you're going to run zone, you got to be on your shit. Everybody who's in the pass coverage has to be on point. Because there shouldn't be but one zone where you can throw it to. And that should be the longest throw in the flat. One zone is going to be always unoccupied because you're going to have only probably 8 men in coverage. There are 9 zones. So one zone is uncovered, and that's going to be the flat. If you're going to run 4, if you're going to rush 4, you're going to have both flats that are open. But the thing about it, the flat into the boundary in college is basically right next to the curl. So you basically only have 5 zones if the ball's on the hash. So now we're going to still give up the same zone that's to the field, flat route, which is the longest throw. So if you're going to play zone, you have to be on your shit, and we're not. Well, Wildcat, we have to, because Andrew was hurt at the start of the game, and Max got hurt on punt return. So that's why. I said this on, amen. All right. This is what I'm going to say. When they have trips away with a tight end, right? You should line up a little bit wider because they got all this land and someone's going to come out here. That's just how routes are ran. Steven, I actually had, this is weird. So on the other program I was working with, there's a timer, but the timer's on the phone version. So when, I had that issue earlier, since that company is now no longer in operation, there's no support on the software. I got a new software, and now this is on the desktop version. It is pretty cool. I actually had it on the other one, but now it's kind of cool that I can get on this one. So first of all, you got a safety here. You can line up a little wider. That gets you in position because you have to be cognizant of an out route. That's just like if they line this guy up tight, this corner should still be outside because they're bunched for a reason. So teaching point. If this guy's here, they're bunched to either get across the field quickly, one of them's going to get across the field, or they're going to run some type of trying to get out routes here. Some flood, some type of out concept. They creating room. Or if he was here, they could run slot fade to give the quarterback an enormous amount of room for margin of error. So Steven C., why are you not on Twitch, man? Steven? Huh? I'm just joking. I got Twitch working and you on damn YouTube. This is unbelievable because I'm wondering, who is he looking at? See, this is when you're not, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't understand the coverage, the concept, and how the offense can attack you. So that's not being a football player. Running back goes out. This guy goes in. It's probably smart to expand. These are your number one and number two to your side. Simple to me. Can't see video. My chess streamers are there. But hold on. Steve, the video's not working on your Twitch? My chess streamers are there, but can't see. Huh. Because Wildcat can see it and I can see it. That's interesting. I'm almost there, Steve. I'm almost there. You said Wildcat. Yeah, it is. What? Yeah, it is. That the chess pieces. What? Where you? Yeah, it is. That I'm finally on Twitch 100% to you, or you're not seeing it. And what's the chess pieces? Yeah, okay. Wildcat said it looks good. All right. So they didn't give that score and they tush push. Oh, this is how you freaking play this. Oh, see, I don't understand Twitch, so I don't. You said the streamers. I don't know. So watch how low Dion gets. Watch this. Dion creates a freaking pile, dude. Milrow is not in. Watch. He gets stoned right there. He is stoned and pushed back. Look at that. We just don't finish. That's how low we got to get, man. We are there. That was actually really good by Dion. We just got to finish it. That's a great job of getting low. Good. That's the way to climb the pocket. I like it. Now you got to throw it away or do something. But I like that. That's better. Although he took some punishment for it. Manipulate the pot. Good. No one's open. Ugh. Good job, Childress. I sure isn't cut up. This needs to be done all the time. When you rerun and you come up, he can't block you. He can't block you. He's trying to crack. He can't get there. Great tackle. Now we got them behind the chains. Now we got to fucking stop it. Now we got them in third and forever. What the hell? I can't tell because I don't have all 22 what we're running, but that is fucking horrible. 3rd and 12. How many 3rd and longs did they convert in this game? Way too many. Okay. I don't know if you guys remember yesterday where I showed the Alabama corner, how he protected his safety by getting some depth. Well, we don't protect our safety. We go and attack this under route. Watch, I think I got an end zone cut of this. We're almost done, y'all. No, I don't. That's not protecting your safety. Your safety's inside of him. That guy has leverage on you on any out route. That out route is supposed to be protected by the corner. Now it looks like it's on the safety, but that's not. That's on the corner. So now we bring fucking 6, y'all. All right, we bring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a full out blitz. Y'all, we blitzed this quarterback because we didn't think he was mobile. And we don't get close. We don't even sniff him. And we want to blitz more. There's a reason why we ran more blitzes with certain rosters and less with this one. Because we don't do it well. Period. Well, why don't we just run it just anyway? Well, I mean, you could. And then y'all will be complaining about all the damn big plays we give up. This is bad, man. Alabama is good. They're not elite like they have been in the past. But what Bama does is they don't kill themselves. And it's simple as that. Look at this. Look how high our O-line is on sorry, y'all. We're trying to run a quarterback sneak, y'all. We're trying to run a quarterback sneak. Look how high we are. Look how low Alabama pushes our helmets up. You ain't gonna get nowhere. Low man wins. We don't do much well, Lake Dahl said, honestly. I can see where you're coming. We don't do much well consistently. Devin Leary and the quarterbacks will have a great 4 or 5 throws, and then the rest of them, no one's open. The defense will do a good job of tackling for 1 quarter, and then it's not well. We will run the same coverage we ran where they scored on us and had big plays on, run the same coverage again, and we get an interception. We are not consistent. We do some things where we are, like I've said many times, we are consistently inconsistent. That's the only thing that's consistent about us is our inconsistency. And that's a problem. You can't win against the better teams in a league when you are consistently inconsistent. Wildcat said Alabama is well coached. I will say this. And Wildcat, you could be right. What I would say is that Alabama's players have a higher IQ. The reason why I say that is this same staff was the staff in 2018 when the defense played to a high level. So my thing is coaches don't forget how to coach. Coaches don't forget how to coach. These coaches have coached a lesser talented group that play better. So like I've said before, as a coach, and now me really being a coach now, I can't teach my guys every single situation, environment, route concept, run. It's impossible. All I can give them are principles to the defensive coverage and the scheme. If you play the principles, it will defend all concepts. If you play the principles, it will defend all concepts because it's the concepts don't matter. It's landmarks, principles, matching patterns, reading number 2, reading alignment. Those are the things that, regardless of what the offense does to attack you, if you understand your principles, you're cool. That's just like your personal morals, all that stuff. Doesn't matter what someone comes to you with. It could be the best thing that they say, it's the best thing since sliced bread, but your morals will tell you, no, I can't do that. It's the same thing. The principles rule the game on defense. If I have a gap, fuck it, I'm getting an A gap. I don't care if they do this, if they motion, if they bring somebody all the way across the field. It doesn't matter if my principle says I don't adjust to that and I have a gap. Lake does it just seems like there's nothing we can hang our hat on. That's fair. We hang our hat on zone defense. We just don't. You're right. You're right. So, with all of that said, y'all, when the season, before the season started, I said we go 9-3, possibly 10-2. My 3 losses were to Georgia, Tennessee, and Bama at the beginning of the season. Now, Georgia beginning of the season had me thinking we could probably get them. So that was my 9-3. To get to 10-2, I said we can beat UT. So for me, right now, the only team that shocked me was Missouri at home. I still, South Carolina, we should win. And I'm telling y'all, Louisville, if you look at ACC football, that shit is shitty. We should beat them. And we can finish 8-4. One game off of my primary prediction. Wildcat, we go 6-6. That is a harsh shit year. And just because we lost to anybody, here's the thing. This is what I say. I don't think Missouri shocked UT. And I said this in the season. I said this after we played them. Is that before UT played us, I said if we beat University of Tennessee, they might not win another SEC game except Vandy. So for me, the Missouri game is the one. Well, I guess it tells us, hey man, I can't argue with you. Here's the crazy part about it, Wildcat. You said that one loss turned into 3 in 2018. Or was it 2021? 2021, I think we lost 3 games in a row and we finished 10-3. So you want to say that one loss turns into 3? That turned into 10-3. That's not a fucking bad year. So how many of y'all had us before the season started at 7-5? Be honest. How many of you had us at 75? 75 because I saw that shit a lot. And a lot of people had us at 75. I didn't see a lot of 8-4. I saw a lot of 75 or a lot of some people like me who go 9-3 or higher. So if you had us at 75, what are you to be upset about? You picked this season to perfection because you knew something that no one else knew. So you shouldn't be disappointed because you saw 7-5. I'm the one who should be disappointed because I said 9-3. Unless you said 75 because you were scared to put out to the world that I really thought we was going to win 9 games. If you're that person, we have a problem. If you in your heart, Wildcat, then you have every fucking right to say 6-6. Wildcat, if you had us at 10-2, you should be highly pissed off. I will agree with you. I'm gonna give you the floor to say whatever the hell record you want. You want to say 6-6? You can say 6-6, Wildcat. I'm gonna give you that. If you had us at 10-2 and that was your prediction, hey man, I feel you. I feel you. I understand. But I said 9-3 and we go 8-4. That's only one game off, and that's the Missouri game. Wildcat, man, I'm in agreement with you. I thought a whole lot of things was going to happen, and this position group would be the strength, and it's turned into a fallacy. Yeah, see, Stephen, if you 9-3, right? Jacob, I had it at 75, or right? Look, here's the thing. I will never say you shouldn't be unhappy, but there's some people who go the other way. If you had it at 75, 8-4, it doesn't matter how we got there. You had it at 8-4. Wildcat, I felt, look, man, I'm going to just tell you this, Wildcat. Once I saw how Georgia started playing, they got a new quarterback and back, and he didn't get off to a great start, I'm like, fuck. I like our chances. And they played Auburn before us? I'm like, whoo, they still having issues. I like our chances. Well, hell, that proved me wrong. Hey, that proved me wrong. So, man, look, we have 2 weeks left. And I'm going to tell you, I say this a lot. I was on a 1-10 season. We lost 12 games in a row. Every week is a new week, at least for me. Every week was a new week. You play on Saturday, give yourself to Sunday. Sunday night, that game is flushed and it's gone. There's nothing you can do about it now. We move on. That's a great thing about sports. You have another week until you don't have another week. Wildcat, you're right. But here's the thing. Out of the 4 games we lost, right? What is Missouri? Is Missouri 8-2? Georgia is 10-0. So that's 18-2. Alabama is 10-1. That's 28-3. And Tennessee's got to be 7-3, right? Yes, I think they're 7-3. So all the 4 teams we lost to, that's 3, 2, 1. They have all lost 6 games. There's a little perspective into that. They have lost 6 games. Let me do that again. Georgia's 10-0. Alabama's 9-1. Missouri's 8-2. Tennessee is 7-3. 15, that's 34 and 6. That's our 4 losses. The combined record of the 4 teams is 34 and 6. Right? That's a average of what, 8 point something and 1 point something. That's pretty fucking good, y'all. So, perspective. Again, appreciate y'all watching. I know it's late and I know it's a sorry ass next week. Hopefully next week is more of an enjoyable time. And we are having, I guess, a better feeling about the team, if that can be had. So, again, I appreciate y'all watching and joining me every Sunday and Monday. For the ones who are here every week, I appreciate y'all. So I will see y'all next week, hopefully on better terms.
116 left play the game.